Hello everyone, good evening. So I'm going to focus more on why I started and how did I go there. And I would like to, even if one person gets inspired from that, like I believe that if I can do it, anybody else also can do it, right? So it was the fourth year of my engineering and so my father and I had got into a discussion about my future. So he told me that, why don't you take 10 lakh rupees from me and start something in tech, in IT. It's in the year 2009. I got shit scared. I got scared that what will I do with this 10 lakhs? After engineering, I was an engineer, hardly I could code. I was from IT, right? Most of the 4 years we spent outside college, right? So I started thinking that what do I do? So I simply told him, and I was already placed in Infosys by then. Infosys interviews are very interesting. They don't ask anything about tech, right? So that is how I got into Infosys. So after that, I joined Infosys. That was the dream. Started working there. Within few months, right, I made a circle of friends, and we used to discuss during the chai breaks and coffee breaks in the gazebos. We used to sit and how we will change the world and how we'll start something. And there used to be discussions, a lot of discussions about, what can we do, what kind of businesses we can run, and we used to change the world, but all ideas, right? Nothing related to execution. But that fear of starting was still there. I wanted to do, but that fear was still there. Completed around 3 years there, right? During that period of time, thought that, okay, let me get some skills and then, get into a B school, prepared for CAT, got into IIM Raipur, and thought like, okay, this is the time when, I'll be prepared to start something of my own. Then during that period of time, what I realized was that in the B school, a lot of, learning was there, a lot of case studies, but what it was preparing me for was becoming a good manager, right? So none of the case studies were about startups or how to start, right? Still that fear of starting was there. I thought that, okay, now also I'm not ready to do it. Then I joined a startup after, IIM Raipur. It was a fintech based out of Bangalore. There I thought that, okay, let me join this startup, understand how a business is run, in a frugal manner, how we can scale it up. And that is why I joined. But it was like around 12 months since I, joined that startup, but still that fear of starting was there. So that fear was not going at all, because it was something like everything in life till then, I more or less got it very easily. I didn't have to work very hard, right? So, but that fear was that, if I fail, what will happen? Actually, I never faced failure before that, right? Like, more or less, I was a mediocre student, always got through everything, easily got everything, right? So that fear was still there. Then during one of the visits from I was traveling from Bangalore to Delhi, and I met one person. He was selling adapters and chargers online, and he was from Nehru Place, and he was doing it. When I was talking to him, I understood that this is one ecosystem that is developing, and a lot of people will be doing this thing, but it is not a very easy thing to do. I went back, talked to my elder brother, let's do something in this space. And then I went back to Bangalore, right? Still that fear of starting was there, but that idea was there, okay, let me do something here. My brother left his job and plunged into it and started. And that is when I thought that if this is not the time, I can never, because that fear will never go. I left my job, I came back to Delhi, joined him and started this e-commerce consulting firm where we used to help brands go online. My wife, whom I met in IIM Raipur, she was very passionate about fashion industry. She saw the kind of work that we were doing in e-commerce consulting with the other brands that we were working with, and she also was very passionate, but again didn't know how to start, right? But she saw that the kind of things that we were doing, and that is how she also left her job in Deloitte and joined, that is how we started Berrylush. Thank you very much, everyone.